Thanks, yes. I appreciate it, but really, you should be, let's go ahead and clap for the actors right now, really. And let's clap for Andy Sanford, who painted the set. That was amazing. And let's clap also for Miss Goslin, who you will see these creations she has done with animal masks, the stars. Anytime I had an idea, I would just go up to Mrs. Goslin, the art teacher, and be like, I have this idea. I want a gigantic snake. And then she'd be like, all right, let me think about it. And then she'd come back and she'd be like, I got a bunch of hula hoops, and I have some green stuff, and I think I can do it. And then like a couple days later, we got a gigantic snake. Miss Goslin is an incredible, resourceful art teacher, and you'll see the ticket price, it's worth it, just for the scene, the set here, and the props that you will see when they come out here, that not only Miss Goslin, but almost the entire school, student body, and teachers helped out with. She had her art class working on the set, not this right here, but the other pieces, and on props. I mean, it's incredible how many students have their hand in this production. We've been working on this production, probably since November, with the expectation that we'd be in the Avalon. It was a crazy expectation, I know. In February, and then of course we postponed, hoping that the regulations would change a little bit. But they didn't, and we persevered. And so let's give it up for these actors one more time. So I have a few things to make sure I don't miss anything. Of course, what a year, huh? Since Macbeth last year. Who would have thought, right, that we'd be in a gym, first off. And who would have thought that these students who created all this, the sun, the moon, everything, that they would transform this gym into a stage? I mean, it's incredible what the students have done here. And we did it in about 3 days. We built the set here on a Saturday, and then we did all this the last couple of days, up to like 10 minutes ago. All right, a few housekeeping rules. Of course, the bathrooms are right up there to your right. You can take pictures if you want for this show. I don't mind. We are filmed here, so we're going to have it filmed. But if you'd like to take a picture, just make sure the flash is off, please. I know that's like a big no-no in plays, taking pictures. But we're all family right here with this crew, and so I understand. And I don't want the same thing that happened last year when I was like, don't take pictures, they're filming it, and then it was never filmed. Or the film, I think the camera broke or something like that. So anyway, there's snacks, of course, over there. And yes, of course, the masks are required throughout the entire production. It's, as it says in the wonderful program here created by Miss Amtower, the artwork, once again, by Annie Sanford for the poster. Beautiful artwork. What was I trying to say even here up here? Let's just say that the masks are definitely required, and we'll move on from there. I have to say thanks, and I know what I was saying. There are a lot of moving parts here, and what I'm trying to say is many people came together for this to happen. Many people. Father Nash, we have to thank him, of course, for all of his contributions. Mr. Nimeth has done so much to allow us to do this, and I really want to thank him. Nurse Trudy has okayed this. It's to CDC guidelines, so thank you to Nurse Trudy. Miss Goslin, of course, once again, amazing. Miss Umale, new teacher this year. She's jumped on board with performing arts and has helped out tremendously. And of course, Miss Amtower, who's not only teaching 8 classes this semester, no break, 8 classes, reads and grades countless essays, but has also spent countless hours producing this play, creating the program, printing and folding these, stapling these, and just kept the production on track because she created the calendar and made sure that we stayed on track, because if I had done it, maybe we never would have even come to fruition. So at any rate, also, I want to thank Annie for her great work. And then, of course, Mrs. Levy, just the costumes themselves. I know I already said it, but if you add the set, the props, and the costumes, it's worth the ticket price. The costumes are incredible. They are incredible, and Miss Levy is a legend here in Easton. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the costume. She runs the Easton Costume Shop, so if you ever need a costume, please see her. I'm almost finished. I know last time I was up for like 20 minutes. These actors here, I want to talk about their versatility and flexibility. We've played this troupe here. I like to think of it as a traveling troupe in a way. We played at the Avalon, of course, with Macbeth, Earnestly Ernestine, and Frogs. We also played at a restaurant last year when we played. We had a comedy. It was what did we do again? Murder at the Prom. Yes, that was fun. And that was for a charity event. And now here we are in a gym. And so they're very flexible. They wore their mask for every rehearsal. You see it in the program there. They've stayed after school till 4:30, 5 sometimes for months. This week till 8 o'clock. I just can't say enough of how proud I am of these students. Incredibly talented, kind, helpful, and as I said, very flexible. Lastly, I just want to thank you guys for attending the show. Even though you're in the midst of a pandemic, you guys braved it and came out to support the arts. So thank you, parents. Let's talk a little bit about the show. I'm wrapping this up, I promise. I just want to say a few words about the production. Miss Amtower and I started over the summer with an opera, okay, the Magic Flute, Die Zauberflöte. And it's really a Singspiel. That is, it's a sort of a musical. There's singing and dialogue in the original. And so we wrote it like that in a way, kind of try to think of doing it as a musical. But after talking to the actors, we decided we're going to do just a straight play. So it's not a musical, it's just a play. We turned an opera into a play, and that's what you will see today. This opera was created in 1791 when Mozart was 35 years old. It's also the year that he wrote the Requiem. Imagine this, a 35-year-old writing both an absurd comedy with giant snakes and wild costumes and a Birdman and a clear uplifting message. So imagine this 35-year-old writing this absurd comedy, and at the same year, writing the Requiem, which is a dark and somber work. And of course, as many of us know, he died that year, 1791, just 2 months after the first production of the Magic Flute happened. So this is together, the Magic Flute and the Requiem are his last 2 major works. And we will be showing some of his music throughout the play. And of course, during intermission, his music will be on, and during scene changes, they'll be on. So in a way, this work here, his last 2 works were a work of life, what we're doing here, and a work of death, the Requiem. And today we're going to celebrate life. And we're going to present a work of life that's replete with joy, music, love, and light. And with that, I just want to say thanks again for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, help me, help me! Save me, save me! Oh, God, help me! Rescue me! Ugh.
Die, monstrous snake, at our command! Rejoice, rejoice, our glorious deed has saved his life.
He is free, yes, he is free.
And feminine valor worked the deed.
And feminine valor worked the deed. Ooh, a handsome stranger lying there.
So young and strong, so brave and fair.
What brush could paint a face so fair?
Now we must tell the queen our story, and she shall praise our deed of glory.
Perhaps this youth may know the art.
To end her grief and cheer her heart.
I know you'll not refuse to bear the welcome news.
You'll hurry on your way. I think I ought to stay.
My dear, you're very kind, but I think I ought to stay behind.
I'll guard him till he wakes.
I'll watch him till he wakes.
I'll shield him till he wakes.
Oh, God.
I'll watch.
I'll shield.
Why should I go? Why should I go?
Why should I go?
Not I. Not I.
Not I.
They'd like to stay with him alone, but no, no, no. I want him for my own.
My life would be a round of pleasure if I could keep him as my treasure.
And to have him as my very own, but neither moves, they stand like stone.
I see that I will have to go. I go. I go.
Noble youth, I feel your spell.
Enchanting stranger, fare you well.
Until we meet again. Until we meet again.
Where am I? Is it a dream that I am still alive, or did some mighty power rescue me? What? The cruel serpent lies dead at my feet. What's that I hear? Where am I? What strange place is this? Huh. A man of some sort is approaching the valley.
Oh, catching birds, that is my trade. I spend my life in grove and glade, and young and old throughout this land are always glad to shake my hand. My lovely birds, my snares I set, I pipe them down within my net. My life is cheerful, gay, and free, for all of the birds belong to me. With sugar plums I line my nest to please the girl that I like best. And if she kiss me tenderly, I'll ask her if she'll marry me. And how I'll love my dear young wife, I'll nest beside her all my life. My lovely birds, my snares I set, I pipe them down within my net. My life is cheerful, gay, and free, for all of the birds belong to me.
Hey there! What there? Tell me, merry friend, who are you?
Who am I? What a dumb question. A human being just like you. Now if I asked who you were.
Well, I should answer that I come of royal blood.
That's way above me. Put things more simply if you want me to understand.
Well, my father is a sovereign who rules over many lands and people, and so I am called Prince.
Land? People? Prince?
Now you tell me.
Hold it. Let me ask the questions. First of all, tell me, are there other lands and people beyond these mountains?
Why, many thousands.
Maybe I could do some business there with my birds.
Now you tell me, in what part of the country are we?
In what part of the country? Why, between the valleys and the mountains.
Precisely, but what is the name of this country? Who rules over it?
Can't tell you that any more than how I came into this world.
What? You don't even know when you were born or who your parents were?
Absolutely not. I know neither more nor less than that I was brought up by an old man. Old, but very jolly.
He was probably your father.
Can't say.
But didn't you at least know your own mother?
I did not know her, but I heard it was once said that she was in the service of the star-blazing Queen of the Night, in that tight-shut building over there. Now, if she's still alive, or what became of her, I don't know. All I know is that my straw hut, which keeps me shelter from the rain and cold, isn't far from here.
And how do you live?
How do I live? By eating and drinking just like everybody else.
Precisely, but how do you get your food and drink?
By swapping. I catch all sorts of birds for the star-blazing Queen of the Night and her ladies, and I get my daily food and drink from them.
The star-blazing queen. Perhaps that is the monarch of the night. Tell me, dear friend, have you ever seen this star-blazing queen?
That last dumb question of yours proves that you are indeed a foreigner.
Do not take offense, dear friend. I was just wondering.
Seen her? Seen the star-blazing Queen? Come to me again with such a dumb question, and as sure as my name's Papagino, I'd pop you into my birdcage and dispose of you as a cuckoo, along with the other birds, the star-blazing Queen of the Night and her ladies. And it's all one to me whether they boil you or roast you.
A peculiar fellow.
Seen her. Seen the star-blazing Queen. What mortal being can boast that he has seen her? What human eye can pierce the veil of hers woven with inky blackness?
So she is indeed that monarch of the night whom my father so often told me about. But to fathom how I strayed into this place is beyond me. Surely this man is no ordinary human being. Perhaps he is one of the spirits who serve her.
Oh, how he stares at me.
I'm beginning to feel afraid of him. Why are you looking at me in a suspicious and villainous way?
Why? Because I'm wondering if you are a man.
What did you say?
Well, judging by the feathers that cover you, I'd take you for...
Not for a bird! Stand back and beware of me, I tell you, for I have the strength of a giant. Ugh! Ugh! When I get a hold of anyone, if he doesn't start feeling afraid of me at once, I'll have to run away.
The strength of a giant. So it was you who slayed this venomous serpent.
Serpent? What's that? Is it dead or alive?
By that humble question of yours, you seek to evade my gratitude. But I shall have you know I shall be eternally grateful for so valorous a deed.
Let's say no more about it, and just be glad that it all ended so happily.
But tell me, how did you slay this monster? You have no weapons.
Oh, never use them. In my case, a mighty squeeze with the hand means more than weapons.
So you strangled it?
Oh, yes, I strangled it. And all my life, I've never been as strong as I am today.
Papa Gino!
Ah, that's for me. Look around, friend.
Who are those ladies?
Oh, who are they? I don't know. All I know is that each day I bring them my birds and I get my wine, sugar bread, and sweet figs in exchange.
Well, presumably they are very beautiful.
Ooh, I should not think so. For if they were beautiful, they wouldn't be covering their faces.
Papa Gino!
They are not pleased with me. You asked if they were beautiful, and all I can say is that all my life I've never seen anything more ravishing. That should put them in good humor again.
Papa Gino!
What have I done wrong today to make you ladies so angry with me? Here, my ladies, I deliver you my bird.
And in exchange for it, Her Majesty sends you today, for the first time, instead of wine, pure, clean water. And she has ordered me to hand you this stone. I hope it agrees with you.
What? I'm to feed on stones?
And instead of sweet figs, I have the honor of fastening this golden padlock to your mouth.
Presumably you wish to know why Her Majesty has punished you in this remarkable fashion. So that in the future you will not tell lies to strangers.
And not to boast about heroic deeds that others have accomplished.
So tell us, Papa Gino, did you vanquish this serpent? Well then, who did?
Young man, it was we who saved you. Be not afraid. Joys and delights await you. Here, our queen sends you this picture of your daughter. It is a likeness of her. If, so she said, these features prove not indifferent to you, then happiness, honor, and fame lie in wait for you. Farewell, until we meet again.
Adieu, Monsieur Papa Gino. Don't drink your water too fast.
Oh, could I find the joyful phrases? Oh, vision of enchanting grace, but I have seen a fairer face. I feel this glorious sight, inspire my heart with strange delight. I feel some ardent new emotion. Whence come these flames of pure devotion? Could these be pangs of love I feel? Could these be pangs of love I feel? Ah, yes! 'Tis love alone, 'tis lone, 'tis love. Love alone, love alone. Of that I now might stand before her, tell her how truly I adore her. And then I would, heart, reply, what would I do? Well, with loving arms I would caress her, and to my burning heart I'd press her, and then forever she'd be mine. Ah, yes, forever she'd be mine.
Arm yourself with courage and resolution, handsome youth. Her Majesty has charged me to tell you
That the path to your future happiness is now unbarred.
she has heard every word you spoke. She has read every expression in your features, still more a maternal heart.
Has resolved to make you happy. If, so she said, this young man's courage matches his valor, then my daughter is most certainly rescued.
Rescued? So this maiden pictured here.
Has been abducted by an evil and powerful fiend.
Abducted! Oh, ye gods, say, how could that happen?
One lovely day in May, she was seated quite alone in a delightful cypress grove, which had always been her favorite retreat, when an evil spirit crept up behind her unobserved, espied her, and...
Besides having an evil heart, he has the power of assuming every imaginable shape. And in that way he approached Pamina.
That is the name of the princess whom you so admire.
Oh, Pamina, torn away from me in the power of a lustful fiend. Perhaps at this very moment you are. Dreadful thought.
No more, youth. Do not impugn the beauty of that pure-hearted virtue. Despite all her suffering, her innocence prevails, and she remains true to herself. Neither force nor flattery has led her astray down paths of vice.
Tell me, maidens. Tell me where this tyrant dwells.
He lives very near our mountains in a pleasant, smiling valley. His castle is magnificent and vigilantly guarded.
Come, maidens. Set me on my way. Pamina shall be rescued. The fiend falls by my hand. I swear it by my love, by my heart. Ye gods, what is that sound?
Take heart.
It announces the arrival of our queen. She comes.
She comes. She comes.
Oh, have no fear, my noble youth. I know your valor, virtue, truth. As starry queen of night, I greet you. As anxious, tender mother, I entreat you. Behold, I am broken-hearted, mourning my daughter day and night, with her my every joy departed. For an evil fiend took her away. I still see her tremble. I still see her crying, her sad eyes beseeching, her anguish, her sighing. Before my eyes that monster seized her. Ah, help, was all she could cry, but that entreaty could not save her. My loving arms were far too weak. You shall go boldly forth to save her. You shall return that child of mine, and when you both return victorious, she shall be forever thine.
Could it be true, what I saw, or do my senses mislead me? Gracious gods, do not deceive me now, or I shall fail thy test. Strengthen my arm, steel my courage, and Tamino's heart will beat in eternal gratitude to you. I plainly see that you must suffer. Your tongue is under lock and key. But there is no help that I can offer. I have no way to set you free. There is no help that I can offer. I have no way to set you free. I have no way to set you free.
Our queen has heard your anxious plea, and at her command I set you free.
Oh, now Papatino is free to chatter.
No lying, that is a serious matter.
I'll never tell another lie.
Padlock warns you not to try.
Padlock warns me not to try.
If lying lips could all be fettered, if such a lock could close them tight,
And slander, hate, and lies would vanish.
and men would live in love and light. O prince, receive this gift from me. My queen bestows it by my hand. This magic flute she designs to send to you. In danger's hour it will defend you.
And by this flute, great powers are granted. All human souls can be enchanted. For those who grieve, forget their pain, and stony hearts grow mild again.
Ah, no precious jewel or shining gold has greater worth, and by its spell this magic flute can increase man's joy on earth.
Now, my lovely ladies, tell me, may I take my leave of you?
Not until you've heard us tell you what dream you have. You must go with Prince Tamino to Sarashtra's Mine Castle.
No, I thank you. What? No. You yourselves have made it plain that Sarashtra is like a savage beast. If he has me caught, he had me fed to his dogs, or I'd be plucked and roasted.
Enjoy the prince and have no fear, for you'll be safe when he is near.
Oh, may the devil take the stranger. I have no wish to die. At the slightest sign of danger, I'm sure that he will fly.
But see what I have brought for you.
Aye, aye, whatever can it be?
Do you not hear its merry jingling?
Sets my fingertips a-tingling.
And you can play it when you please.
Bells of silver, flute enchanted.
Sure defense to you is granted. So fare you well, your task is plain.
Farewell, farewell, we'll meet again.
But, fairest ladies, tell me, pray,
Who will be our guide and who will show the way?
who will be our guide?
Who will show the way?
Two charming young boys will guide you. Along your road, they'll stay beside you.
And if their counsel you obey, then
And from your path you'll never stray.
Two charming, wise young boys will guide us.
Along our road, they'll stay beside us.
And if their counsel you obey,
Then from your path you'll never stray.
Then fare you well. Our task is plain.
Farewell, farewell, we'll meet again.
So what are you laughing about?
The bane of our existence, Mr. Seal Monostatos, is only to be hanged or spitted tomorrow. Pamina,
Well,
the charming young maiden,
and?
has finally escaped.
Escaped? Does that mean she got away safely?
Yeah, I hope she did. Yes! Oh, ye gracious gods, thank you. You've heard my prayer. Didn't I tell you when the day would come when Monostatos would be punished and we finally have our revenge?
And what does Monostatos have to say about it? Does he even know?
Well, of course he does. She ran away in front of his eyes. Some brothers who were working in the garden saw it all and told me all about it. Now nothing can save him. Not even Pamina should be brought back by Sarasho's guards.
How so?
Well, you know that Lecture's fatso in his ways, but the girl is smarter than I thought. You see, the moment that he thought he had her, she called out Sarasho's name. Monostatos took fright at that. He was dumbstruck, rooted on the spot. And at once, she ran out towards canal and rode off towards the palm grove in a gondola.
Oh, how that timid dear, with a fear of heart, will hasten to her tender mother's palace.
Hey, slaves!
Is it Monostatos' voice?
Hey, slaves! Bring some chains here!
Chains? Oh no, nothing, Pamina. Look, brother, the girl has been caught. Oh, Pamina, oh, what a sad sight. Look at the way that hard-hearted devil grabs her tender hands. I can't stand it. I can't stand it either. It's hellish torn death to see something like that.
My little dove, you're mine again.
will nothing end my life of pain.
No longer you'll deny me.
Till death I shall defy thee. But spare me for my mother's sake. If she could see me, her heart would break.
Come, slaves, and bind my pretty one. I'll force you to obey me.
Oh, slay me. Rather slay me. Will nothing move your heart of stone?
Be off, be off. Leave me with her alone.
Where am I now? And where have I strayed? There is someone stirring. Come on, I'm not afraid. Oh, maiden, young and fair. Whiter than a snowflake.
Ah! Let the devil come for me!
That is the devil come for me!
He's come for me!
He's come for me!
He's come for me!
He's come for me!
Have
Shoo!
mercy!
Mother. Mother. Oh, Mother! Oh.
This heart is still beating. I'm still alive. Awakened to yet new torments. Oh, this is too much to bear. More bitter than death.
Oh, what a fool I am to let myself be scared. After all, there are bizarre-looking birds in the world, so why not bizarre-looking people? Ah, the pretty girl is still here. Oh, daughter of the Queen of the Night!
Daughter of the Queen of the Night. Who are you?
An ambassador from the Star-Blazing Queen.
So you come from my mother? Oh, joy, what's your name?
Papagino.
Papagino. Papagino. I remember I've often heard that name, but I've never seen you before.
Well, I've never seen you before either.
But you come from my dear tender mother.
If you're the daughter of the Queen of the Night, then yes.
Well, I am her daughter.
Easily verified. Eyes black. Black, correct. Lips red. Red, correct. Blonde hair. Blonde hair. All's in order except for the hands and the feet. According to this picture, you shouldn't have any hands and feet. There aren't any shown here.
Oh, that's me, all me. But how did that get into your hands?
Oh, to tell you that would take far too long. It was passed down from hand to hand to hand to hand to hand.
But how did it get into your hand to hand to hand to hand to hand to hand to hand?
In a most mysterious manner. I captured it.
Captured it?
Let me give you the details. Early this morning, as usual, I was setting off to your mother's palace for my delivery.
Delivery?
Yes, for years now I've been delivering all the pretty birds to your mother's palace. Just as I was at the point of delivering my birds, I came across a man who called himself Prince. This Prince took your mother's fancy to such an extent that she gave him your picture and ordered him to come rescue you. He made up his mind just as quickly as, well, he'd fallen in love with you.
Love? So, he loves me. Oh, say that again! I love to hear the word love!
Oh, I'll believe that. You needn't swear to it. After all, you're a woman. Anyway, where was I?
At love.
Oh, just so at love. What a memory you have. In brief, this love for you whipped us off into action, and we set off at a smart trot. So here we are now to say 1,000 pretty and agreeable things to you, to take you into our arms, and whisk you off equally fast, if not faster, back to your mother's palace.
Dear friend, this is all very prettily spoken, but if this young man, or prince, as he calls himself, truly loves me, why has he waited so long to release me from my fetters?
That's just the problem. Just as we were at the point of our journey, 2 ladies told us that 2 pretty young boys would show us directions on where to go and give us instructions on what to do and how to do it.
And did they?
They told us nothing, for they never showed up. But that prince is a smart one. For safety's sake, he sent me on ahead to announce our arrival.
Dear friend, you have dared so much. If Sarastro sets eyes on you here,
Oh, I don't need to worry about the return journey, I can imagine that.
you would be put to death with limitless tortures.
Well, to avoid that, let's leave right away.
But what time of day is it?
Almost midday.
Then we have not a moment to lose. Sarastro usually gets back from the hunt right about now.
Oh, so Sarastro's not at home. Ah, then we have nothing to worry about. Come, pretty maiden, your eyes will open wide when you see the handsome young man.
Right. Then we'll risk it. But wait! Wait. What if this were a trick? What if this fellow were an evil spirit sent to me from Sarastro's band?
Me? An evil spirit? What are you thinking of, young lady? I'm the best spirit in the world.
Right. That picture is proof that I am not deceived. It comes from the hands of my tender mother.
My dear young lady, if such a nasty suspicion ever occurs to you again that I plan to deceive you, then just think quickly about love and all those nasty misgivings will vanish.
My friend, forgive me. Forgive me if I have offended you. You have a tender heart. I can see that in everything about you.
Sure, I've got a tender heart. What good does it do me? Often I'd like to pull out all of my feathers when I think that Papagino still has no Papagino.
You poor man! So you don't have a wife?
I haven't even got a girlfriend, let alone a wife. Yes, it is sad, and even folk like us have some moments from time to time where we'd enjoy some agreeable company.
Patience, dear friend. Heaven will provide for you too, and send you a girlfriend even before you expect it.
If only heaven would send her soon.
The man who feels love's sweet emotion is sure to have a tender heart.
To know and share his ward's devotion. Oh, that must be the woman's part.
For love holds sway over every creature. and love can sweeten every woe.
And love adds spice to each day's adventure through all creations here below.
The noblest aim in mortal life is to be joined as man and wife.
Man and wife, when linked by love, rise to join the gods above.
Thus far we've led you towards your goal, but now your own resolve must guide you.
So here, last advice to you, be steadfast, patient, and be silent.
O lovely spirit, shall it be that I may set Pamina free?
Those words are not for us to say. Be steadfast, patient, and be silent.
A manly role you have to play. Strive like a man and you will attain your goal.
The words of wisdom they confided. By them my heart will now be guided. Where am I now? What lies inside? Is this a place where the gods abide? The columns declare it, the portals proclaim it. Here wisdom and labor and arts have their dwelling. Here man is created and virtue is crowned. No falseness, no baseness, nor evil is found. So braving all danger, an entrance I'll try. My purpose is noble, my courage is high. O vile seducer, tremble now! Pamina's rescue is my vow! Go back! Go back! Go back! Perhaps I'll find an entrance here. Go back! Again that cry! Go back! One door still remains. Perhaps I will find an entrance here.
Young stranger, what do you seek in this sanctuary?
I seek a realm of love and truth.
I sense your words express a noble aim, and yet how can you hope to gain it? Not love nor truth have led you here, but death and vengeance have impelled you.
Revenge upon an evil fiend.
Then in this place you will not find him.
Zoroastro rules within this temple?
Ah yes, Zoroaster rules us here.
But not in wisdom's holy shrine.
He rules in wisdom's holy shrine.
Then all I see is but a lie.
Will you be gone so soon?
Yes, I will go, proud and free, leave this abode of lies.
Now, as your life is dear, remain here. Now, tell me more. You hate Zoroaster so?
I'll hate him ever, yes.
What cause have you for hating him?
He is a tyrant, not a man.
My son, can what you say be proven?
The proof is an unhappy woman, oppressed by grief and endless woe.
A woman told you it was so. A woman does little, chatters much, and like a boy you thought it was true. I'll wait until Zoroaster comes to tell why he acted thus.
His purpose was only too clear. Did not that robber seize Pamina and steal her from her grieving mother?
Young stranger, what you do say is true.
Where is she? She whom he stole. Perhaps I am already too late.
I may not tell you, noble youth, but yes, in time, you will learn the truth.
Explain this riddle. Tell me more.
A sacred duty binds my tongue.
When will this veil of doubt be lifted?
When you're led by friendship's hand to join the temple's holy band.
Endless night, is there no waking? When will dawn of light be breaking?
Soon, stranger, or not at all.
Soon, or not at all. Mysterious voices, tell me, is Pamina still alive?
Pamina is alive.
She lives! I thank you for these words. Oh, could I find the joyful phrases, almighty ones, to sing your praises, my song would rise to heaven above, to tell you how my heart beats with love. how strong and sweet thy magic tone. All hearts obey thee, for thy notes could charm a heart of stone, and savage beasts are calm when I play thee. How strong and sweet thy magic tone. O magic flute, all hearts obey thee, for thy notes could charm a heart of stone, and savage beasts are calm when... But Pamina does not hear. But Pamina does not hear. Pamina! Pamina, hear me! Hear me! In vain. In vain. Now where? Where shall I find you now? Where shall I find you now? I hear Papagino's pipes. Perhaps Pamina's at his side. Perhaps Pamina has been found. Perhaps the flute will be my guide. Perhaps the flute will be my guide. Ah, yes, the flute. The flute will be my guide. The flute will be my guide.
Walk on tiptoe. Hold your breath.
We're caught. It means our death.
But if we find Tamino here...
All of our troubles would disappear.
Hey, Tamino!
Shut up! I have a better way to call him.
What a delightful sound to greet us.
So Tamino hears the cry.
With the flute he makes reply.
Here's an end to all of our worries.
Let us hurry, let us hurry, let us hurry.
Let us hurry, let us hurry, let us hurry. Ha! So now you're caught once more. I will clasp you both in irons. I will throw you to the lions. Hither, slaves, and bind them tightly. Hither, slaves with chains and rope.
Now, alas, there's no more hope.
Hither, slaves with chains and rope.
Oh, nothing dared, nothing gained. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Magic bells are ringing, set your merry silver singing. Set their minds and ears are ringing.
What tinkles so gaily?
What jingles so clear?
This music's enchanting to see and hear.
Every man should have such bells, all of his cares would leave him.
Charmed by music's magic spells, none would seek to grieve him.
Music plays and hatred ends, all would be the best of friends.
And all would be the best of friends.
There would be an end to strife. Tears would yield to laughter.
Concord sweet would fill our life, and joy would follow after.
All hail Sarastro! Let all men revere him.
Who's that? Why is he shouting? I tremble, I shiver.
My friend, all hope is lost, I fear. The trumpets mean Sarastro's here.
Oh, Lord, I wish I were a little mouse a-scurrying into my little mouse hole, or else a little snail a-sliding into my little house. My dear child, what are we going to tell him?
The truth. The truth, although it may destroy us.
All hail Sarastro, let all men revere him. The wise men acclaim him, the false learn to fear him. All along me guide us to wisdom and light, for he is our leader, proclaiming the right.
Lord, I confess my crimes to you. I broke your law and tried to flee, but yet the fault was hardly mine. The wicked man with love pursued me, and so, my lord, I ran away.
Arise and dry your tears, Pamina. There is no more you need tell me. The secret in your heart is clear, I know it holds another dear. To love I will never compel you, but 'tis too soon to set you free.
My duty calls, the daughter hears. I can hear my mother.
She is in my power, and you would lose all hope of joy if to your mother I released you.
How sweetly sounds the name of mother. For she is
She is filled with pride. True love must tread the path beside you. Without truth and love, our hearts are led astray. Love must guide you.
My proud young prince, step this way before Sir Rastro kneel and pray.
'Tis he.
'Tis she.
Or do I dream?
'Tis she.
'Tis he.
This is no dream.
Within these arms you hold me fast.
Within my arms I hold you fast.
Through
This embrace should prove my last.
Ha! So you're embracing, you go too far. Oh, hear thy humble slave entreating. This villain here has earned a beating. And let the tale be heard of that thing that's half a bird. He saw Pamina, tried to steal her, but from my eye could not conceal her. You know me, know my eagle eye.
I know your worth and rate it high. I'll pay you just as you deserve.
How gracious is the Lord I serve.
100 lashings upon your feet.
Ah, Lord, that is not what I deserve.
No thanks. It is your just award.
All hail Sarastro, a wisely ordered. Transgressors are punished, and just men are rewarded.
We welcome these two strangers. Here within our temple they'll be tried. So place a veil upon their heads, for first they must be purified. When virtue and when righteousness together bless a ruler's path, then here on earth the heaven is found, the age of gold restored. And against all surpassing odds, mortal men become like gods. Ye initiates in the temple of wisdom, servants of the great gods Osiris and Isis, it is with a clear soul I declare to you that our assembly today is the weightiest of our time. Tamino, son of a king 20 years of age, wanders at the north gate of our temple. It is with virtuous heart he sighs to attain what we all must win through toil and application. In short, this noble youth would tear away the veil of night that blinds him, and give into the holiness of supernatural light. Today let it be one of your most solemn duties to watch over this noble youth, and extend towards him the hand of friendship.
Is he virtuous?
He is.
Can he be silent?
He can.
Is he filled with goodwill?
He is. And if you hold him worthy, then follow my example. Stirred by the unanimity of your hearts, Sarastro thanks you in the name of humanity. Though prejudice may ever vent its scorn on us initiates, wisdom and reason shatter it like a cobweb. Our pillars do not tremble. Moreover, base prejudice will vanish. It will vanish as soon as Tamino himself attains the greatness of our arduous craft. Pamina, the gentle, virtuous maiden, has been designated by the gods for the noble youth. That was the principal reason I removed her from her arrogant mother. That woman thinks herself great. She hopes by glamour and superstition to delude the people and destroy our firmly founded temple, but she shall not succeed. Tamino, the noble youth himself, will join us to fortify our temple, and as an initiate, will be the recompense of virtue and the scourge of wickedness.
Great Sarastro, we mark and marvel at your words of wisdom. But will Tamino be able to understand the severe trials that await him? Forgive me if I make so free to reveal my doubts. I fear for his youth. What if sunk in sorrow his spirit failed him? Is he come to arduous strife? He is the prince.
Nay, more, he is a man.
What if still in the flower of his youth he were to fade and die?
Then he would be given to Osiris and Isis, and know the joy of the gods sooner than we do. Let Tamino and his traveling companion be brought into the forecourt of the temple. And now you, friend, whom the gods through us appointed to be the speaker of truth, do now accomplish your sacred office. And through your wisdom, teach them both what the duty of humanity is. Teach them to acknowledge the might of the gods. O Osiris and Isis, hear me now and grant your grace to this new pair. You who protect each wandering stranger, shield them in danger and despair.
Shield them in danger and despair.
May we with joy as victors name them, but if they fail and death should claim them, then for their virtue, truth, and love, lead them to dwell with you above.
Lead them to dwell with you above.
fearful night. Papagino, are you still with me?
Sure. I'm with you.
Where do you think we are now?
Where? If it wasn't so dark, I might be able to tell you, but it's as if it is.
Oh dear. What's the matter?
This sort of thing just doesn't really agree with me.
You're afraid by the sound of your voice.
Not really afraid. Just that the ice-cold shivers keep running up and down my spine.
Shame, Papagino. Be a man.
I wish I was a girl. Alas, my final moment has come.
You strangers, what do you seek or require from us? What impels you to enter our precincts?
Friendship and love.
Are you prepared to strive for them with your life?
Yes.
Even if death should be your fate?
Yes.
Prince, there is still time to draw back. One step further, and it will be too late.
Don't.
May the attainment of wisdom be my goal, and Pamina, that fair maiden, my reward.
Do you submit to every trial?
To every trial.
Give me your hand on it. So.
Before you go on any longer, allow me to say a word or two to this stranger. Do you also want to strive for the love of wisdom?
Well, striving isn't exactly my thing, and basically I don't really care about wisdom. I'm just a child of nature. Sleeping, eating, and drinking is enough for me, and if possible, to catch myself a pretty little wife.
Well, you'll never manage that unless you undergo our trials.
Well, what exactly do these trials consist of?
To submit to our rules and not shrink even in the face of death.
I'll stay single.
But what if you could obtain a virtuous, beautiful young lady?
I'll stay single.
And what if Sarastro had set aside this young lady, just like you, in plumage and coloring?
Just like me? Just like me? Is she young?
Young and pretty.
Ooh. What might be the name of this maiden?
Papagina.
What?
Papagina.
Papagina. Just out of curiosity, may I see this Papagina?
See her you may.
But when I've seen her, then do I have to die? I'll stay single.
See her you may, but until the appointed time you may speak no word to her. Will your spirit have strength enough to keep your tongue fenced in?
Oh, yes.
Your hand on it?
Thank you.
You shall see her.
On you two, Prince. The gods impose the solitary silence. Without it, both of you are lost. You may see Pamina, but you may not speak to her. This is the first stage of your trials.
Beware the web of women's weaving. This is our temple's first command. For men are snared by women's deceiving. They're tempted and they can't withstand. At last they say they were mistaken. Too late acknowledge they were blind. With scorn their service is rewarded. Death and despair are all they find.
Oh, hey, lights! Give us some light! You know, it's remarkable that every time these gentlemen leave, even with one's eyes wide open, one can see absolutely nothing at all.
Bear it with patience, and remember, it is the will of the gods.
Why have you sought this dreadful place? Why are your steps you will not retrace?
Certain death awaits you and Papagino, lost forever.
What? No! I'm far too young!
Papagino, hold your tongue. Forget your vows broken if a single word is spoken.
You heard them. Death awaits us here.
Just be still and have no fear.
Always still and always still and always still.
The queen herself is close at hand.
In secret, she has sought this place.
What's that? She's in the temple now.
Will no warning stop your chatter? Keeping faith is a serious matter.
Camino, here your life is forfeit. Do you forget the Queen's command?
You must have heard what they were saying about the men who gathered here.
A wise man walks in wisdom's way and scorns what foolish people say.
You must have heard what they were saying
A wise man walks
about the men who gather here.
in wisdom's way.
They say that those who join the band are taken off to hell below.
To be delivered to the devil down below. Tell me, Tamino, is it so?
It's just what these foolish ladies say. Their gossip clouds the light of day.
The queen herself has said it's true.
The queen herself is a liar too. So trust in me, be still and strong, think of your vow, and hold your tongue.
But why so cold, so stern to duty?
Papagino, deaf to beauty.
If I could only speak. Still! You see, I'm not allowed. Still! I find it hard to keep from chattering as my tongue is wagging night and day.
Still!
We must depart. With shame we leave you.
Since not a word to us you say, away, away.
Oh, alas!
Hail, youth! Your steadfast, manly behavior has triumphed. True, you have still many a difficult and dangerous path to tread. Yet, with the help of our gods, you will reach our goal successfully. So, with pure hearts, let us continue on our journey. So, now come.
What's this I see, friend? Stand up. How are things with you?
I'm lying in a faint.
Up! Pull yourself up and be a man.
All right, fine. Just tell me, kind sir, why must I go through all these miseries and scares? If the gods have really set aside a Papagina for me, then why must I go through all these dangers to get her?
To your impertinent questions, let your reason puzzle out the answers. Come, it is my job to lead you to the next stage.
With all these eternal wanderings, love might pass us by forever.
So there's the haughty beauty yet. And to think, for such an insignificant little plant, I had to have the soles of my feet licked. It's been made as clear as day that I should be grateful simply for being left on this earth with my skin intact. And what exactly was my transgression? Falling in love with a pretty little flower transplanted from foreign soil? By the stars, this girl will drive me crazy yet. The fire that still smolders within me will burn me up. If I am quite sure that I am alone and unobserved, I might dare to have another go. For one kiss might be forgiven.
Stand back!
If I'm not mistaken, that's the Queen of the Night.
Oh, God! Mother! Mother, my mother!
Mother, it seems this scene should be observed from a distance.
Thank the fact that you were torn from me that I can still call myself your mother. Where's the young man whom I sent to you?
Dear mother, he is lost to the world and to men. He has dedicated himself to the initiate.
To the initiates? Oh, unhappy daughter, now you are torn from me forever.
Torn from you? Dear mother, let us flee. Under your protection, I shall brave every danger.
My protection? Dear child, your mother can protect you no longer. When your father died, my powers died with him.
My father?
Of his own free will, he relinquished the sevenfold circle of the sun to these initiates. Shrastro bears that mighty circle on his breast. When I discussed the matters with your father, he said with a frown, "Wife, my last hour is upon me. All the treasures that are mine and mine alone are yours and your daughter's." The all-consuming circle of the sun, I put in quickly, is assigned, he replied, to the initiates, and Shrastro will bear it as manfully as I have done. Not another word. Do not try to grasp matters beyond your intellect. It is your duty to put yourself and your daughter beneath the guidance of these wise men, so saith your father.
Dear mother, does this mean the young man is lost to me forever?
Lost. Unless, before sunrise, you can persuade him to escape from these subterranean vaults. The first rays of dawn determine whether he is given to you or to the initiates.
But dearest mother, could I not love the young man as an initiate just as tenderly as I love him now? My father once had dealings with these wise men, and he often spoke of them with affection. He often praised their goodness, their wisdom, their virtue. Sarastro is no less. What do I hear?
You, my own daughter, defend the shameful principles of these barbarians. Love someone who is allied to my deadly foe, who will devote every instant to preparing my downfall? Do you see this dagger? It is sharpened for Sarastro. You will kill him and deliver the sevenfold circle of the sun to me.
But dearest mother!
Not another word! You'll avenge me, daughter. You will avenge me. Death and defiance burn in my heart. If by your hand Sarastro's life is not taken, I shall disown my daughter forevermore. Abandoned be forever, broken be forever, and forever forsaken every bond that nature tied. If by your hand Sarastro's life is not taken, mark, God of vengeance, mark a mother's vow.
Wait! Oh, I must commit a murder? Oh, ye gods! I cannot!
So Sarastro's serve of the sun does have its use, and to obtain it, the pretty girl must kill. Now that's salt in my soup.
But did she not swear to cast me off unless I turn this dagger on Sarastro? Oh, ye gods, what shall I do now?
Entrust yourself to me. And what's making you tremble, my dear? My strange appearance or the murder you're planning?
So you know?
Everything. Once more, I know that not only your life, but your mother's as well, lies in my hands. For I would simply have to say but one word to Sarastro, and your mother would be drowned in the vaults here, in the very water that, so they say, purifies the initiates. She would surely never leave this vault alive, if I so choose. And that leaves you with only one option.
And that is?
Love me.
Oh, gods.
The storm is blowing the young sapling my way. Now, young lady, yes or no?
No.
No? And why? Is it because I resemble a demon? Ha! So that's it? Then die!
Monostato, see me on my knees before you. Spare me!
Love or death? Speak!
My heart I have devoted to the young man.
I care not about your devotion. Then die!
No!
Monostatos!
Lord, my actions should not be punished. They had sworn your death, and I sought to avenge you.
I know all too much. I know that your soul is as wicked as your deeds, and I would punish your dark undertaking with utmost severity, had not the dagger for your deed been forged by a wicked woman, who nevertheless has a virtuous daughter. Thank the wicked wiles for that woman for the fact that you get off unpunished. Now go.
Fine. I will seek out the mother, because the daughter is plainly not meant for me.
Lord, do not punish my mother. Her grief over my absence.
I know all. I know that she prowls about the underground chambers of the temple, plotting revenge upon me and upon humanity. But you'll see how I take revenge upon your mother. May heaven but send the noble youth courage and resolution in his bold endeavor, and you will find happiness with him, and your mother will slink back to her castle in shame. Within our holy temple, revenge is quite unknown, and those who stray from virtue by love their paths are shown. Then gently led by friendly hand, they find with joy a better land. Within our holy masonry, by ties of love we're bound. Each friend forgives his neighbor, no treason here is found. And those who scorn this noble plan will not deserve the name of man.
Here, you're going to be left alone. When a dread trumpet sounds, then make your way at once toward it. Friends, farewell. We shall meet again before you have quite reached your goal.
And remember, silence, Papagino. He who breaks silence in this place is punished by the gods, with thunder and lightning.
This is a merry life. I must be rather out my straw hut, or at least in the woods, so I could hear a bird chirp from time to time. I'm allowed to speak to myself. What's more, we both can speak to each other. We're both men. La 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 la. This place doesn't even provide one with a drop of water, still less anything else. Oh, is that for me?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Water. Nothing more, nothing less than water. Tell me, my dear angel, are visitors to these parts always treated with such hospitality?
Oh, yes, of course.
So at that rate, I suppose you don't get many visitors here.
Oh, no, very few.
I can imagine. Come, sit yourself down beside me, my angel. Time hangs heavy on my hands. Tell me, how old are you?
How old?
Yes.
Why, about 18 years and 2 minutes.
18 years and 2 minutes.
Why, yes.
What a young little thing you are. Tell me, do you have a boyfriend?
Oh, yes, of course I do.
Is he as young as you are?
No, he's about 10 years older.
10 years older than you are? That must be some love affair.
Oh, yes.
What might be the name of this boyfriend of yours?
Why, Papagino, of course.
What? Papagino? Where might be this Papagino?
Sitting right here beside me, my angel.
What? I'm supposed to be your boyfriend?
Oh, yes.
Then tell me, what's your name?
I'm called...
No, I won't say another word.
Now for the second time we meet you, in this realm where Sharastro dwells. At his command we come to greet you to return your flute and bells. With food and wine we now provide you, so eat, drink, and have no fear. For when the third time we're beside you, you both shall find our joy is near. You, Prince, be brave, find what you seek. But you, Papagino, hush, hush, do not speak. Hush, hush, and do not speak.
Well, aren't we going to have dinner? Oh, shut up! Blow away on your flute. I'm going to blow out my belly. Sarastro has a good cook. I'll always be happy to keep silent if I always nosh as well as this. Now let's see if the wine is equally good. Oh, this is wine fit for the gods. Oh, God.
You're here. Gracious gods, I thank you that you have led me here. I heard your flute, and swift as an arrow I followed its tones. But you are sad. You say no word to your Pamina. What? I must leave you? Do you love me no longer? What? I must leave you without knowing why? Tamino, dear Tamino, have I offended you? Oh, do not wound this heart still further. I come to you for comfort, for help, and you can inflict new wounds on the loving heart? Do you love me no longer? Papagino! You tell me what troubles my friend. What? You too? Oh, at least explain to me the reason that you two are silent.
Shh!
Oh. So this is worse than wounds, worse than death. My dearest, my only Tamino, I feel my life is over. Hope and joy now leave my heart. Dream of love? Ah, flown forever. See Tamino, see me weeping. Tears that flow for you alone, And not a word to say you love me? To say you love me? So despairing I shall die. Oh, Tamino, I implore you! Oh, Tamino leaves me weeping. Death alone will bring release. Death alone will bring release. Death alone will bring release. Alone I'll die. Alone I'll die. Alone I'll die.
You see, Tamino, I can be silent when I have to. Yes, in an undertaking like this, I can behave like a man. More for me, then. Long life to the cook, long life to the wine steward. Oh, you go on ahead, I'll be along shortly. I'm stronger than you are, so here I stay. Supposed to leave just when my appetite is at its peak? Bah! I won't have any of that. I shouldn't leave now, even if Sarastro, what? Harnessed his lions to me? Oh, gods! They're going to have me for dinner! Merciful gods! Tamino, save me! Save me! Tamino! I'm leaving at once. If I don't follow you through everything, my name's not. That's for us. Tell me, Tamino, what's going to happen to us in the end? I must ask the gods. Well, they could certainly tell us more than we know. Don't be in such a hurry. We'll get there in good time to be roasted.
Isis and Osiris, praise and glory. Tamino's gloomy night will yield to glorious sunlight. His nobler youth to nobler life is waking. Soon he will be devoted to our service. His heart is pure and bold as his hand.
Prince, your conduct so far has been manly and resolute. You have 2 further perilous paths to tread. If your heart still beats for Pamina with the same ardor, and if you wish to reign as wise ruler, then may the gods accompany you further. Your hand. Let Pamina be brought here.
Hey, where am I? Oh, what a dreadful silence. Say, where's my Tamino?
He awaits you to say a final farewell.
A final farewell? Oh, where is he? Lead me to him!
Here.
Tamino!
Stand back.
And shall we never meet again?
Ah, yes, in joy you'll meet again.
Your path beset by hidden danger.
The gods protect and guide the stranger.
Your path beset by hidden danger.
The gods protect and guide the stranger.
The stroke of death, can you escape it? A voice within me whispers no.
The gods direct my life and shape it, and where they lead me, I must go.
Oh, if you would love with my devotion, my words would melt your heart of stone.
My love, you know I share your sweet emotion. My heart belongs to you alone.
The hour strikes. You must be starting.
Bitter pain of parting.
Tamino, now you have to go.
Pamina. Bitter pain of parting. Pamina, now I have to go.
Tamino, now you have to go.
The hour strikes. You must be starting. Tamino, now you have to go.
Bitter pain of parting. Pamina, now I have to go.
Tamino!
Now you must go.
Now I must go.
Now you must go.
Pamina!
Tamino!
Fare
you well.
Be on your way.
Fare you well.
Fare you well.
You must obey.
Tamino!
Tamino, be on your way. You must obey.
Fare you well.
Fare you well.
The hour strikes.
Oh, golden rapture.
The hour strikes.
Come to bless us.
You say farewell, but not forever.
Golden rapture, bless us.
But not forever.
Fare you well.
Fare you well.
Fare you well!
Fare you well!
Fare you well!
Fare you well!
Fare you well! Ah!
Fare you well!
Tamino! Tamino! Do you mean to abandon me altogether? Oh. If only I had some idea where I was. Tamino! Tamino! I promise I'll never leave you again. Just this once, don't you abandon your poor traveling companion. Oh, merciful gods. Where do I go now? If only I had some idea how I got in. Can't go back. Can't go on. Maybe I'm meant to starve to death here. That's it! Why did I come along on this journey?
Mortal, you so deserve to wander in the gloomy clefts of the earth. However, the kindly gods have remitted your punishment. Nevertheless, as a result, you will never feel the heavenly delights of the initiates.
Well, there are plenty of people just like me. And at this moment, I don't know. A good glass of wine would be my greatest delight.
You have no other desire?
Not at the moment.
Your desire shall be granted.
Hooray! That's quick service! Ah, splendid, heavenly, divine. I have such a delightful feeling in my body. I could fly up to the sun if I had wings. I have such a tender feeling in my heart. I want. I'd like. Well. What? Oh, maiden. Come and join me. Be Papagino's wife. A turtle dove beside me, that's all I ask of life. Each day would be feasting and pleasure, I'd envy no monarch his treasure. And that's all the wisdom I need. My life would be heaven indeed. Did none of you hear what I said? If single, I'd rather be dead. I know there are maidens around me, but none of them seem to have found me. Did none of you hear what I said? If single, I'd rather be dead. If pleasures of love are denied me, I'll die of this fever inside me. But I could be cured. Yes, by what? A kiss. A kiss would restore me to bliss. Oh, surely there's someone who will kiss me. For I could be cured by a kiss. Going once? A kiss would restore me to bliss. Restore me to bliss.
Here I am, my angel.
Oh my God. So you took pity on me.
Oh, yes. And if you swear to always be true, then you'll see how tenderly your little wife will love you.
Why, you dear, tender little goose.
Oh, how I need to cuddle you, kiss you, and press you to my heart.
Ugh! Press me to your heart, too?
Come, give me your hand to pledge our troth.
Whoa, not quite so fast, dear angel. A pledging of this kind needs due consideration.
Oh, Papagino, I warn you. Don't hesitate your hand, lest you be imprisoned here forever.
In prison?
Oh, yes. Bread and water will be your daily fare. You'll have to live here all alone with no friends at all, and renounce the world forever.
Renounce the world? Drink water? No! In that case, better an old wife than no wife. Here, I give you my hand, and I promise I'll always stay true to you. Until I find someone prettier.
You swear it?
Oh, yes, I swear it. Oh. Good Lord. What? Papagino!
Stand back, woman. He is not yet worthy of you. Stand back, I say, or tremble.
Before I stand back, may the earth open and swallow me. Oh, God! Ah!
Bright dawn is heralding the morning. The sun will gild the sky, and soon hypocrisy will vanish, and wisdom be throned on high. Oh, soon this darkness shall be brightened, and human hearts shall be enlightened. So here on earth the heaven is found, and mortal men become like gods. But see, despair has seized Pamina. Where is she then? She strays in madness. She feels a stroke of love's rejection, so let us grant her our protection. Her wildness fills my heart with fear. I wish Tamino could be here. She comes! She comes! Let us remain unseen until we learn what this may mean.
I am your bride, beloved knight. In your embrace, I'll end my life.
What dreadful words are these we hear? I fear that madness may be near.
Be calm, my loved one, for I am thine. To you I yield. To you I yield this heart of mine.
Madness sparkles in her features. Self-destruction she's intending. Fairest maiden, turn this way.
Shall perish, for the man who I thought would never hurt me chose to spurn and desert me. By my mother's gift I'll bleed.
God will punish such a deed.
Rather death to end my anguish than love life less to languish. Mother, by your blade I'll die. For from your curse I cannot fly.
Maiden, come away with us.
Ah, my grief, no heart can tell. False Tamino, fare you well. See, Pamina dies through thee, so let the dagger set me free.
Stop! Before it's too late. If Tamino could be near you, he would die of grief to hear you. He loves you and you alone.
No, so cold when I implored him, yet he knew that I adored him. And still, he turned away his eye. Why no answer and no reply?
To explain we are forbidden, but the truth will not be hidden. Come away with us, and you will see that he is true with every breath, that for you, he is braving death.
Lead me on.
Come with us, and you shall see.
I long to see him.
Two hearts that beat with love forever, no power on earth can hope to sever. They fear no danger, no alarm, the gods will keep them safe from harm.
Each man fraught with danger, by fire and water, earth and air is tested.
And if you should leave this earth, you will rise towards bright heaven and join the gods.
Enlightened, mind and heart will strive for right, and the holy rites of Isis seek true light.
By thread of death I am unshaken, the path of virtue I have taken. So throw the gates of terror wide, I mean to brave what lies inside.
Tamino, wait! Oh, wait for me!
Pamina? Pamina calling.
Yes, that's Pamina calling.
What joy if she is at my side. Together we'll face what lies in wait, though doom and death should be our fate. But say, am I released from silence?
Yes, now you're released from silence.
I'll see her! I'll see her!
With joy you'll see her.
Tamina, mine! Joy fills my heart!
Pamina mine, joy fills my heart. Behold, the gates of terror, where doom and death abide.
I'll gladly brave every danger when I'm by your side. And I will lead us on, for love will be my guide. And roses will bestow the ground, for roses bloom where thorns are found. So take that magic flute and boldly play, for it will guard us on our way. 'Twas carved in strange enchanted hour by my father. Long ago he hewed it from deep within an ancient oak. amid storm and thunder, lightning stroke. So yes, take that magic flute and boldly play, for it will guard us on our way.
Set forth and trust in music's might to lead you safely through the night.
Set forth and trust in music's might to lead us safely through the night.
We wandered through the fire unshaken, the peril bravely we withstood.
Flute that tamed the fiery furnace, now guard us through the flood. Ye gods, what vision meets our sight?
Great Isis fills the sky with light.
Rejoice, rejoice, ye noble pair, the danger bravely you did share. The joy of Isis lies at hand. Come, join the temple's holy band.
Papagina! Papagina! Dear one, darling, my beloved! Oh, it's useless. Oh, where can I find her? Whoever had a fate unkinder, my chattering by day and night, lost me, my girl, and served me right. Why did I taste that splendid wine? Why did I meet that girl of mine? They lit a fire within my heart, driving me here, driving me there. Papagina, are you near me? Papagina, can you hear me? It's no use. She'll never find me. I must leave this world behind me. All my searching is in vain. Let me end my life of pain. Here's a rope. Myself I'll strangle. Here's a branch. From that I'll dangle. I'm denied my heart's delight. Evil world, I'll say goodnight. Evil world, I'm badly treated. All of my hopes of love defeated. I've had enough, and now I'll die. Lovely maiden, say goodbye. But it's not too late to save me. If only some other maiden will have me. Yes, let me try before I go. Say the word, yes or no? Not you. All are silent. Not a voice replying. They prefer to see me dying. Papagino, tie the rope. I can tell there's no more hope. But wait, there's still a chance. Yes, let's see, there's still a chance. Let's see, till I've counted. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not a sound. There's no reply. So I'll really have to die. None has mercy on my plight. Cruel world, I'll say goodnight.
Oh, stay, Papagino. Play the man. You've only one life. Live it while you can.
I'm sure your words are kindly spoken, but then your hearts, like mine, aren't broken. And when you're my age, you'll know why. Unhappy lovers long to die.
Oh, but set your magic bells ringing, and Papagina they'll be bringing.
Oh, silly me, I quite forgot them. Ah, yes, magic bells are ringing, you'll bring my maiden here. Magic bells are ringing, bring my maiden here. Magic bells are ringing, bring my sweetheart here. My maiden, my sweetheart.
Now, Papagino, turn this way.
Papagina!
Papagino!
Are you really mine forever?
Yes, I'm really yours forever.
Now like the doves, we'll coo together.
I'll be yours with every feather.
Ah, with pleasure we'll enjoy.
When the gracious gods provide us with children on our nest beside us, with many a girl and many a boy.
Oh, with joy, with many a girl and many a boy. First with a little Papagino.
Then with a little Papagina.
Then with another Papagino.
Then with another Papagina. We'll reach the height of human pleasure when many a Papagino
and Papagina
arrive to bless their parents' nest.
Silent as we approach the temple door.
We will be silent as we approach the temple door.
Great rule, keep your word and say that Pamina shall be mine.
You have my word, I shall fulfill it. Pamina shall be thine.
Her child, Pamina, shall be thine.
I hear the distant rumbles. The thunder rolls, the water roars.
Yes, thunder rumbles in the distance.
And we can hear the waters roar.
Now in the temple they assemble.
And in the temple we'll destroy them.
We will attack them sword in hand with fire to defeat that impious band.
Hail, mighty queen of starry night.
Hail, mighty queen of starry night.
To wreak your vengeance, we swear to fight.
Disaster! We are destroyed by the light. We fall into darkness and infinite night.
The sun's golden glory has vanquished night. A false world of darkness now yields to light. Hail, you new enlightened ones! Hail, you new enlightened ones! Through night you did pass. Praise, praise, praise to the Osiris. Praise, praise to Isis give praise. The brave are victorious. The crown they have won. Their beauty and wisdom will shine like the sun.
All right, that's the play. We're gonna, sorry. It's very hard to indicate it with no house lights, and so I'm gonna thank you guys for coming, and we have a few things to work out, but they did a brilliant job. It's amazing work, so they're going to come out and do their bows here. But thank you, guys. guys again. I hope you have a lovely night. Thank you so much. By the way, we're playing tomorrow. We have a different cast. Even we have different Pamina tomorrow, and a different lady and a different Papagina. So we have 2 different casts for that. So we're going to tweak some things tomorrow morning. So feel free to come back. That cast will be playing Saturday night and Sunday for the matinee show at 3 p.m. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great night.